as I am recording this, it is Friday, February the 15th, 2019, about 4:15 in the afternoon. We don't open until 5 o'clock. I came out a little bit early. Kind of wanted to show off how good this tent looks after the whole Christmas season fix-up. I scrubbed off the AstroTurf really nice, fixed up the old tent, kind of cannibalized two of them, and made all new examples. Everything here. Both sides of the front, the backsplash, and the sandwich board, all brand new, shiny new examples. I really need to get a new vinyl sign, but that's going to be the next step. I didn't quite get to that over the Christmas season. I'm proud of the way this looks though. I am still out here in beautiful Sebring, Florida at the 83rd Annual Highlands County Fair. And I got out here early because I really wanted to go into that bird sanctuary and do that whole, feed the birds with the peanut butter and bird seed and get them to land on your arms and stuff. But they haven't opened yet, so I can't do that. And looks like the camel rides hasn't opened either. So I'm just kind of sitting here. I decided I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a story time. This is one that I've actually been thinking about and working on for a few days. Even have a few illustrations to go along with it. So this is going to be the first story time that I do with illustrations to go along with it. So enjoy. This story actually involves the last fair that I was at, the one in Port Charlotte, Florida. I was working on the ride side with the whole uniform and the corporate puppet costume, as I like to call it. And it was kind of an off spot, a spot that most people don't want, because as people were coming around the corner on both sides, by the time they got around the corner, they were already looking the opposite direction. They weren't looking back at my booth or the food booth next to me. So in order to get them to turn around and think about ordering that food, or in my case, getting a picture, you had to kind of get their attention. Now for me, that meant, just pushing further out in front of the booth, being attentive, looking friendly, greeting people as much as I could, and just kind of draw people in. But for the food booth next to me, boy, they did not like being situated in a spot where you had to get someone's attention to get them to turn around and see your food and decide whether or not they wanted to eat it. So they were doing barking. Now, barking at fairs, normally when you have to bark and get people's attention, you want to sell something from your food booth. Most of the time with standard fair food, it also involves big turkey legs, and that's a nice fun word to yell. So you'll often hear people going, "Turkey leg, turkey leg," and that gets people's attention. People love turkey legs. They like the way the word sounds, and yeah, that draws people in. But these guys, they had whole vats of your typical fair food, your macaroni and cheese and your Polish sausages with the steamed vegetables and your mounds of chicken and your turkey legs and your corn dogs. They had the smell, they had those big vats for the visual appeal of it. And normally in a case like that, that's all you need. People like, oh, they get hungry, they're walking around and they see those nice big vats of fried food and they're gonna start ordering it. But instead of yelling turkey leg or yelling hot, fresh, deep fried, foot-long corn dogs, no, this owner, this lady's approach was this: "Can I help somebody?" Not exaggerating, just like that, but much, much louder, over and over. You would think she would run out of gas, but it was, "Can I help somebody?" It kind of felt like you could feel this hatred for humanity just bubbling up underneath this voice, this, ah! And it was not pleasant to listen to. It was not pleasant to hear that all day long. At first, I couldn't understand what she was saying. I mean, it would just sound like, "Meh, meh, 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 meh." And I started working it out. It was, "Can I help somebody?" So I started looking over there. It's like, what is going on here? She's not yelling turkey leg. She's not yelling Polish sausage. She's not yelling foot-long corn dog. She's yelling, "Can I help somebody?" So I started looking over there, and I'm getting an assessment of this person. This person looks like she's in her 60s, I'm going to say. And she's one of those types that, we're talking, she's got this frown on her face that has been there so long that it's just stamped there permanently. She could relax and she would still look like it's RBS, but RBS that was almost intentionally put there because of just years of anger and hatred. Just, you could feel it just permeating from her. And, you know, it got me to thinking, how does this happen? How do you get into a situation where you're in your 60s and you're out at a fun place like a fair and you're selling fair food, but yet you're in a job that you hate and you've been in it so long that it has actually rearranged the position of your face and put a permanent, as we say in the South, peed in your cereal look on your face? How do you get to that place? What led up to that? I can't begin to imagine, but I think in most cases it's because somebody gets stuck. They get stuck in an obligation. They get stuck because they have an expectation of them. You know, you're just supposed to stay. You're supposed to help out. You're supposed to take over this business. And you get caught up in a situation or a job or something that you don't want to be in. It doesn't make you happy, but you stay anyway. And I just wanted to tell you guys, if any of you guys are out there in that kind of situation where you're trapped because of an obligation, you feel like there's no other choice, don't let yourself get to that point. Don't let yourself reach your 60s and 70s and you're still in that job that you hate, because that much time in that kind of situation is going to do that to you. It's going to make you with a permanent peed in your cereal look on your face, and it's going to put a bitterness and a hatred towards humanity into your heart, and it's not good for you. And the thing is like on this crew, this was a crew of 4 people, and everybody on that crew had the same kind of look. Now, a lot of them were younger, but you could see that seething resentment just starting to develop in them. So she had spread it to them. So if you see your life going this way, where you're going to be stuck in something that you hate and you really don't want to do it, do whatever it takes to escape that situation. Think outside the box. Do something to improve your situation. Get out of it. Somehow get out of it. Try to escape the trap. Be honest with the people around you and say, I don't like doing this. I want to do something else. This doesn't make me happy. You know, find something that does. It's out there. It really is. Don't let yourself go in this direction. And the thing is like those few shots that I took of this booth, you know, of the front of the booth, and then her standing there, those few shots that I just took, that I showed you in this clip, one of the guys, one of the sweaty older guys, came over there with his ungloved hands and just wanted to know, angrily wanted to know what I was filming the front of their booth for. And I was completely honest and told him, you know, I've never had anybody just yelling, can I help somebody? Never had that. It's weird to me. And I'm going to do a story about it, and it's going to be on my YouTube channel. And I showed him the name of the YouTube channel. He didn't write it down, so I doubt that he's going to go on to YouTube, because going on to YouTube involves doing something fun, which by his demeanor, I kind of guessed he was totally against. Go find something that makes you happy. That's it for this one, guys. Please, if you like this, go ahead and hit that thumbs up like button. Leave comments, questions, suggestions, and requests, and subscribe if you haven't already. I look forward to seeing you in the next video.